Assalamualaikum. We apologize for any inconvenience come from us. Without further ado, I would like to invite Madam Asmiza Arjan to deliver her briefing. Madam, it's okay if we start from beginning?
Okay, no problem. No problem, Nabila. Yeah. No, sure.
Thank you, Madam.
Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Nabila. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First thing first, welcome to IIUM. Yeah, I am Madam Asmiza Arjan. Okay, I am a representative from CELPAT. Okay, I'm here to brief you on the EPT part, the English Placement Test. Okay, so hope if you have any question while I'm talking, if you happen to have a question, just unmute and then ask me directly. I will try to answer and your question right then and there. Yeah, no need for you to wait until the end for me to ask your question. Okay. Okay, the first thing that I would like to do is to share with you. I hope you can see. Okay, so I would like to share with you the website of CELPAT. Yeah, so if you Google at CELPAT, okay, so this is the what they call it, the address, iium.edu.my /kuliah/CELPAT. Okay. If you do this, if you Google this, yeah, click this, you will be sent to this website called Center for Languages and Pre-University Academic Development. It is also known with CELPAT. Yeah. So under this CELPAT, yeah, you can find and look at the menu. Okay, and for this menu, there are many things. Go straight to Temu unit. Okay, Temu unit here, and then click, and you'll be sent to that. You'll be directly directed to this particular page where it is called placement test. Okay, under Temu unit placement test, there are other tests as well. Yeah, we have EPT, English placement test, APT, Arabic placement test, TPT, Tilawah placement test, also Bahasa Melayu placement test. Okay. This is administered Bahasa Melayu placement test is a special test only administered upon request. Sometimes in a certain kuliah, okay, would require certain students to take it. So not all students will take Bahasa Melayu. Okay, but all students have to take these three. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, if you scroll down, this is what you can see here. Okay, so everything about EPT is here. Okay, so here we have EPT briefing, EPT sample question, introduction to EPT reading, introduction to EPT task 1, data analysis, introduction to EPT task 2, essay writing. Okay, downloadable form. Okay, this one is for students who want to take EPT outside the class, meaning this is not for placement test, but maybe they have taken the EPT before, yeah, for the new intake, but suddenly they did not exit, so they want to retry, so they can do it for under public, but they have to pay. Okay, they have to pay. The payment for EPT for public is 450. Okay, so if hopefully all of you will pass, okay, in this coming EPT. But if let's say you don't wish to have to go to the class, or maybe you want to retry, then you can try under EPT for public. But this exam is not administered all the time. Yeah, we will have a certain date for us to do it. So for the next EPT for public will be on the 18th of December. Okay, 18th of December. So for you, this coming 1st of December is your EPT for what we call as new intake. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the briefing. Can you see it? Can you see my screen? I hope you can see my screen, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so basically, this is what you are going to find in the EPT, the PowerPoint for briefing. Yeah. uh, okay, so the presentation outline is based on this eight particular agenda. Okay, but as I mentioned before, which you did not hear before, this one is meant for face-to-face exam. Yeah, then there will be a slight difference later. I will tell you, but the questions and the format are the same. Yeah, the question and the format, they are still the same. Okay, for the introduction, as I mentioned, this EPT is meant, yeah, for all students entering the International Islamic University of Malaysia, regardless of either first degree or master's degree or PhDs. If any of you would want to pursue your studies here, you have to sit for EPT, unless, okay, unless you have certain requirement, yeah, certificate that I will mention, which could exempt you from taking the exam. Yeah, so okay, this one, exemption from EPT, the criteria for placement. Yeah, for if let's say any of you, okay, have had your first degree or master's degree or PhD from the following English speaking countries, where I think none of you have done because you haven't had your first degree yet, right? So this one is not applicable for you. Okay, so if let's say you are doing masters, then maybe your first degree is from any of these five countries, speaking in English speaking countries, then you can be exempted automatically. Okay, regardless of the field that you or major of your degree. Yeah, if you have done your first degree in one of these countries, then you don't have to take EPT. Okay, so, but it must be first degree. Diploma is not one of it. Okay, and if you have taken Cambridge Certificate of Advanced English (CAE) Grade A, if you have taken CPE Cambridge Certificate of Proficiency in English Grade B, then you are also can also be exempted. Other certificates that we accept would be um, International Baccalaureate Standard Level, yes, score of 5 in English, or European Baccalaureate, score of 70% in English. So if let's say you have done, sit for your these two, then you can also be exempted. Or if you have produced, or if you have sit for, if you have a valid IELTS or TOEFL qualification, and this TOEFL or IELTS must be valid within 2 years. Yeah, meaning it now is 2020. If you have taken in December 2018, then it is still valid. But if you have taken the TOEFL or IELTS in July 2018, then it is no longer valid. It must be within 2 years of the date stated on the certificate. Okay, so if now is November, if November, we depend. If it's like end of November, maybe we can still accept. But if you have taken it in October or in September or in August of 2018, then it will no longer be valid. You have to produce a new one. Okay, because it is only valid for 2 years. So exemption from EPT, okay, for the IELTS and TOEFL. Okay, so you don't have to look at the PG here. PG here means postgraduate. So look at the UG. Okay, so all English medium program. English medium program here means economics, um, what else? Architecture, yeah, sciences subject. So your minimum, yeah, requirement would be writing. You must get band 5.5, reading band 5.5, and overall band of 6. Okay, if you can reach this, if your certificate you reach this, then you are exempted. Yeah. If let's say here you got 5, writing 5, reading 5.5, or reading 6, for example. Here is 5, here is, for example, 7, for example. Overall band is higher, but you don't get the minimum requirement here. It will still not uh, make you able to be exempted. You must get this minimum requirement in order for you to be exempted. from EPT. Okay, for if you are taken IRK, BAP, RK, RCOM, and Malcolm, this is the minimum requirement. Okay, and Banner and NCOM, it is higher. Okay, because you are going to do an English based language subject, so you have to achieve minimum band 6, yeah, for the writing and reading, and minimum overall of 6.5 in order for you to pass or to be exempted from EPT. Okay, if you have taken TOEFL, so these are the result. Okay, so if it is internet based, it has to be 79, computer based 213 points, so paper based is 550. Yeah, so this is for normal what do you call it, program. Yeah, if banner, so it has to be above 92 for internet based, computer based 232, and paper based 575. Okay, so these are actually the requirement for you to be exempted from taking PT if you have either one of this certificate. Okay, so PG I don't have to explain. Okay, next one. Is this one is the same thing, yeah, like what I've mentioned just now. Okay, no need to see. Okay, so this is the structure, APT structure. The paper will be 3 hours. Okay, this is for face to face, but now we are going to do it in online, so it will be slightly different. For reading, we will start. You will be given 2 hours. For writing, also 2 hours. Yeah, because we take into consideration that you are going to type, and then there might be problems, with the slow band in the internet bandwidth with from your part maybe. So we give you additional 1 hour to overcome that problem. Okay, and for writing, why we give 1 hour? Because you have to extra 1 hour, because you have to type. When you write, you might write very fast, yeah, but when you want to type, you might type slower. So we give you additional time. So for paper one reading, you're going to be given 2 hours, yeah. You're going to do this on Tuesday from 5 to 7. We will start with writing first, writing 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And then we continue at 5 until 1 hour break for you. And then we continue 5 to 7 for your reading. However, if you can finish earlier, then you can submit. You don't have to wait until the time ends for you to submit. Yeah. And then content. Okay. This one, this is still the same. Yeah. Paper one, the reading will be 4 passages, 40 question. 4 passages means passage 1 maybe like 9 question. Paper 2 maybe passage 2 maybe around 12 question. Paper 3 maybe around 11. Yeah, and paper 4 passage 4 maybe around 8 question, something like that. So but overall, okay, from passage 1 until passage 4 there will be 40 question. Okay, 40 question. And for paper 2, yeah, it's the same. You are given 2 questions. Okay, writing task 1 and writing task 2. Okay, I'll show you the sample later. Okay. Okay, the scoring. Okay, how do you score? How do we calculate your scoring? For example, let's say for your reading, we have band 0 until band 9, you get band 7. And then writing, you get band 6. So what is the overall band? Okay, overall band would be band 7 plus 6 divided by 2. So this is your overall band. This is, if you get this, meaning for English medium subject, yeah, you will pass. Yeah, you'll be exempted. But for Banner and Com, would you pass? The answer is still yes, because you need to score minimum of 6, right, for each skill, and then you must score overall band of 6.5. So if you are a Banner student, you will still pass, okay, with this kind of result. Okay, so let's look at the next one, another example. Okay, so let's say you got band 6, yeah, for your reading, and then band 4 for your writing. So 6 plus 4 is 2, so you will get band 5. So overall band 5 here means you don't you cannot be exempted, so you'll be put into band 5, you'll be put into level 6. Okay, level 6 is the highest level. For English, we have from um, band 0 until band 6, yeah. uh, level 1 until level 6. Okay, so if you get band 0, you'll be put into level 1. If you get, I don't think you will get band 0. Inshallah, none of you will get that. Okay, if let's say you get band 4, means you will be put into level 5. And if you get band 5, yeah, you'll be put into level 6. Okay, and if you look at this, yeah, when we want to put you into your level, we are not only looking at the overall band. If you look here, um, the writing band is band 4, but the average band is band 5. Yeah, for undergrad students. Yeah, for undergrad students, you are not going to be put according to your average point, average overall band. Yeah, you'll be put according to your writing band. So here, you are not going to be put into level 6, you are going to be put into level 5 because your writing is band 4. Okay, so try your best to get, if you want to be exempted, you must get minimum of 5.5, or uh, uh, for let's say if you're writing you got band 6, but reading you got band 4, for example. Okay, so if you're given this and your overall band, still average band is still 5, right? So if let's say like that, we are not going to put you into, you are not going to be exempted because your average band is not enough. So we will follow your average band, and for band 5 you will be put into band 6, level 6. Okay, so can you see that? So there are two requirements. Okay, there are two ways for us to put you into your placement. Number one is to look at your writing. If you pass your writing but then you did not score for your average band, then we will follow your average band. Okay, all right. That shows how important the writing skills are. Okay, so in order for you to be exempted and to proceed to your kuliah. So we are very concerned, and we are very it is very important for you to pass this requirement. Yeah, this requirement is not from us; it's from from your kuliah. Your kuliah wants to make sure that all of you are prepared and ready before you can be sent to kuliah. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is what I mentioned just now. So all English medium, your minimum requirement is for you to get band 5.5 for both. Yeah, for both must be 5.5 minimum, but the overall band must be 6. So if let's say you got writing 5.5 and you reading you got 7. So overall band definitely is higher lah, above 6, then you will pass. But if you get both 5.5, will you get band 6? It will be 5.5, right? So you cannot afford to get 5.5 for both skills. You must get one skill higher than 5.5. Okay, so I suggest you to score on your reading, so that could cover your writing and allow you to be exempted from APT. Okay, all right. If you look at here, Usuluddin RKUD, I'm not sure whether any of you are taking Usuluddin. Even though this one is considered as a religion subject, right? But Usuluddin requires you to do comparative learning, and there will be a lot of um, uh, there will be subjects that you are going to be conducted in English. So that's why the kuliah wants the Usuluddin students, the RQD students, to achieve similar with the medium English medium programs. Yeah, you have to achieve 5.5 minimum for writing and reading, and band 6 in order for you to be exempted before you can proceed to your kuliah. Okay, so banner and NCOM, definitely you are going to do English throughout your studies, so you must get higher band, yeah, higher band. And then after that, uh, meaning your minimum skills, yeah, for each band, minimum band for each skill would be band 6, and the overall band must be 6.5. Okay, so this is for undergrad for you. Okay, so for postgrad, I think all of you are CFS, right? So I don't have to explain the postgrad. So these are the placement as I mentioned to you. We have 6 levels. If you got band 5, yeah, band 5 here, okay, so you'll be given level 6, yeah. Level 6 here is only for English medium courses, yeah. Uh, if you are Arabic medium courses, if you get band 5, mean you exempted already. No need for you. You will be exempted. You don't have to take level 6. Okay. And band 6 for all, if you all got band 6 for overall plus each skills, yeah, minimum requirement, then you can be exited from kuliah, to go to kuliah. Okay, so this is for face to face, so no need. Okay, okay, if you want to check your result, I think it is not here, but you will be informed by the, I think by the academy, yeah. Am I right, Nabila? I hope I give you the right answer. Okay. So if you wish to go to look at the sample questions, okay, you can look at this sample question is given here. Okay, so this is the reading part. Okay, this is passage 1. Somehow this is it's around this length. This is a bit long as well, but the real passage 1 won't be this long, yeah. And then after the passage, you'll be given a question. So this is number 1, and number 3 is a vocabulary question. Okay, number 2 there, paragraph 1, this is a root reference question, yeah. Okay. And then number 4, okay, this is what we call a scanning question, yeah, scanning question. You just have to find the exact specific answer for this. Why are they fear? Factories in the Northeast prefer to discontinue women workers from work because they fear. Fear of what? So you go to the passage and find what are they fear of. Okay. And we also have inference question. Yeah, we can infer or we can imply. Both are the same word. Okay, this one is also in inference question. From this particular statement, okay, what can you infer? So inference questions here is a bit different, yeah. When you infer, you cannot get the answer from the you cannot find the answer directly stated from the passage, but you based on the passage, you can guess intellectually. You can make assumption that this is correct. So when you infer, yeah, it has to be something that can be read between the lines. In bahasa Melayu, kita nak yang tersirat di sebalik yang tersurat. So infer means yang tersirat. Tersurat means stated. Tersirat indirectly stated. Okay, so we want the inferred, the indirectly stated answer. Okay, so you have to be careful on this question, yeah. Okay, if you wish to know more about the inference question, you can Google. You Google and look at the TOEFL reading question. Yeah, they have a lot of the impact have a number of inference topic for you to work on. Okay, so this is another example of the question. Okay, main idea, definitely there will be main idea. Okay, number 10, you have to be careful, yeah. Sometimes they ask you, not only for this kind of question, sometimes they ask you, for example, like this one, the word meager. Meager, paragraph 1, not means, but they can also ask, is the opposite of. Okay, so the answer of meager here, you cannot find the synonym, but if you say is the opposite of, means you have to find the antonyms of this particular vocabulary question. Okay, so you have to be careful. You have to understand what the question wants. Okay. Okay, so that is for reading. Okay, you are also given sorry, reading. I haven't shown you the writing question. Okay, so paper 2 writing. Okay, paper 2 writing will be two question, task 1, task 2. So task 1 is something like this. You will be given a data, a graph, yeah, usually a bar graph. Sometimes they give you a line graph, but it's the same, yeah. So based on this graph, you have to come up with a data analysis, yeah. Write a report describing the information shown below in about 150 words, okay. And the second question, task 2. So this one, you are advised to answer with 3 different paragraph: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, so these 3, but it should not be long. For this task 1, I would suggest you to write for about 2 or 3 sentences only. Body not more than 8 sentences, conclusion not more than 2 sentences. So all short and sweet, 150 words for task 1. For task 2, this is the kind of question given. Women literacy is directly responsible for the development of the whole family. Do you agree or disagree? So you will be given an opinion-based question. For example, like online learning is better than traditional classroom learning. Do you agree? So that is the kind of question that you have to answer. Okay, so you don't have to give facts, you don't have to give statistics. What you have to do is you have to give the reason why you agree or disagree, and then provide elaboration, provide examples. Why do you say so? And the example given doesn't have to be facts, doesn't have to be statistics, because it's impossible to get statistics for them. You can share your opinion, you can share your idea, you can share your experience. That will be enough. Okay, you don't have to give statistics. We don't expect you to give statistics for this because this is an opinion-based question. Okay, all right. So that is for question. The type of question, sample new format. Okay, other than that, so this one, introduction to EPT reading, EPT task 1, EPT task 2. Okay, these 3 are some sort like a guideline for you to learn on your own. Okay, so because this, if I show you the reading part, okay, this is a PowerPoint slide, okay, done by one of the teachers here. Okay, so it gives you the whole thing, what is it all about, and then skills, these are the skills that you need to know. Okay, skimming and scanning. Okay, example. Vocabulary. Okay, example. Okay, so here impossible parts, paragraph 6 is similar in meaning, means you have to give the synonym. If you say impossible is the opposite of, and then you have to give the antonyms. Yeah. Okay, reference. Okay, reference word. Inference. Okay, this is an inference question. Yeah, so you can read and you can look at the question. Okay, hopefully this would be sufficient for you to help you to understand what the question is all about. Okay, facts versus opinion. Okay, synthesis. Okay, tips. Okay, you are also given tips on how to answer your reading passages. Okay, so this is the end of your reading APT. Okay, and same goes with the task 1. Okay, task 1 here. Okay, so this is also what they call a PowerPoint slide. Okay, you can go to the PowerPoint slide, what you have to do. Okay, they give you a question, yeah, a, a, a note on that. Okay, so you just you have like 2 days for you to study this. Okay, and then you can start writing. Okay, so here you can look at the conclusion. These are the example given. Okay, sample question and sample. Okay, all right. So that is for task 1. Okay, same goes with task 2. Yeah, you will be given the same kind of slide for you to go through for your task 2. Okay, so now I would like to share with you your classes, kan? I think some of you have already enrolled in your Google Classroom. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Okay, so this is your classes. So this is the stream. Okay, if you have not joined, then you might want to join now. Okay. Okay, can you wait for a while? Uh, Give me 1 minute, yeah. My apology. During this work from home every day is a busy day for all of us. Okay, where did I stop just now? Okay, this one, the classroom. Yeah. Okay, so this is the classroom for you. Okay, everything is here. Okay, so I hope you have read what Madam Suhaila has shared here. Okay, and if you click to classwork, yeah, you are given a practice, and then using Google Classroom, this is the whole guideline of what you have to do. You have to follow. Okay, and then if you want to do practice, you can submit your work here, and then you will get what do you call it, uh, a way for you to practice submitting. Yeah, if you don't know, if you have problems, then you can ask question here in the stream. Okay, in the stream here you can start asking question. Just write your question here. Okay, and then one of us will answer your question. Okay, when it comes to technical part of this, then anything you should do, you should try, you should read this first. Okay, and here if I open, then these are the things you have to follow the instruction carefully. If you follow, then there won't be any problem. Okay, and then if you have question, when you do and you have question, you go to stream and then you write your question here, and we will answer any question uh, that you have. Okay, hopefully, and try not to postpone, try not to wait until the end. Do it now so that you can get the answer earlier, so that you don't face uh, problem on Tuesday. Okay, all right. So far for the people, these are the students, yeah, who have enrolled. I think some of you, your names are here already. Okay. If your names are not here yet, means you haven't joined the Google Classroom. Okay, so I believe you have been given a link, yeah, in your email. Click the link. Okay, join the class. Okay, and then read the guidelines, and that one is for you to understand the process of doing the assessment online. But the format, yeah, the format, you can look at this, okay, website, and you can go to click under the menu, click under Temu placement test, and then scroll down, go to EPT, and you can get um, guidelines here, yeah, PowerPoint slides on the tips on how to answer the questions. Okay, all right. So I would stop my presentation here. I will open to question. Okay, and anyone wants to ask any question? It's already 10:05 by right APT's time now, but we started a bit later, a bit late just now, Zura, so that's why we started almost 10:30 just now. Tu yang lambat sikit.
Never mind.
Okay, any question, people? If you have any question, you can ask me now, or you can go through the slides. You can go through the website first, and then join the EPT, the Google Classroom, and you can ask questions there as well. Okay, we will answer any question pertaining to the exam with you on that stream page. Any question?
No.
No, Alhamdulillah. So if there is no more question, then I would love to say all the best for all of you. I pray that Allah will ease your every step to success, inshallah. And thank you so much for listening to my briefing. Anything you can, you know where, how to ask. Yeah, okay. I pass it back to Sister Nabila. Thank you, Nabila. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Madam. Okay, now I would like to invite Ustazah Nur Asmazura binti Muhammad, lecturer from Selpat, to give her briefing regarding the Arabic placement test.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Sister Nabila. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antas samiul alim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, I'm the representative from Quranic Language Department, inshallah. I will brief you on APT, Arabic Placement Test. Okay. Can you look my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. Okay, this is Arabic Placement Test. Okay. Okay, the introduction. Okay. EPT is designed to assess students' ability in Arabic language. It will determine their Arabic level of proficiency. Okay. APT is compulsory to all students, whether they have Arabic background or not. Okay. Okay, Quranic language requirement to graduate from CFS. Okay. Okay, LQM courses for English program. I mean, it means that this is for English medium program. So we offer two codes, LQM 0813 and LQM 0823. Means for English medium, you only have to take two levels. Two levels. This is LQM 0813 is for level 1. And then LQM 0823 is for level 2. Okay. So this is your program. Suppose you should use this code. Okay. For law Sharia or law, this is for civil. Civil, if you are doing law civil, so you only have to take two levels, LQM 0813 or LQM 0823. For Sharia, if you do it Sharia, so you have to go through 3 levels, okay? Three levels, which is LQM 0824, LQM 0834, and LQM 0844. This is for Sharia. Okay. Okay, this is for IRK and BAR outcome students. Okay, they also have to take 3 levels. Okay, same with law Sharia 3 codes starting from level 0824, 0834, and 0844. Okay. Okay, you may skip level LQM level or be exempted if you score high mark in APT. So meaning that if you get high level in APT, maybe you will be exempted from Arabic language, or maybe you will start from level 2. But if you have no basic, normally you will be at level 1. But try to do the best in your APT. Maybe you can skip, or you will be exempted from APT. Okay. Okay, this is a reminder. Okay, student with Arabic language background, basic means some of students they have learned Arabic during primary school or secondary school, but they have no certificate in Arabic. It means that you have basic in Arabic, or you have background in Arabic. So try to answer the question very well, inshallah. You will be exempted, because the passing mark for level 1, if you got the marks from 1 until 10, so you will be placed at level 1. If you got 11 until 20, so you will be placed at level 2. But if you score in your APT 21 and above, mean you are band 2.5, so mean that you are exempted from APT. This is for English medium student. Okay, for English medium student. For Arabic medium student, so if they got to 2.5, band 2.5 mean they are in level 2, level 1 and 2. Sorry, level 3 and 4. So LQM 0834. If you got 41 and above, means if you got band 4, means you are in LQM 0834. If you got 51 and above, means that you are in level 08 LQM 0844, the last level. But if you got band 6, means 61 and above, means that you are exempted from Arabic language for Arabic medium student. So for English medium student, you have only to get 21 marks out of 100. Okay. So non-basic students may never learn Arabic. Never learn Arabic language. Okay. Okay, on the APT this afternoon, okay, basic students. Those who have basic student, please answer all questions, and please still in the Google Meets until the end of examination. For those who are non-basic student, who are not Arabic and didn't have Arabic background, so you may leave the exam, or you may leave the Google Meet after 15 minutes, but you have to fill in your particular first. Okay. 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 Please write your answer using blue and black pen, because we are using exam.net, and then the question is on PDF. So you have to prepare the blank paper to write the answer. You must write the answer using the blank paper. Okay. And no dictionary is allowed. Okay. Okay, this is a question format for APT. Okay. The structure, only one paper. The duration is 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, there are 5 sections for APT. Section 1, 10 marks. Section 2, 10 marks. Section 3, 25 marks. Section 4, 10 marks. And section 5 is 45 marks. Okay, overall 100 marks. Okay. Okay, type of APT question, you will be tested based on first, vocabulary, second, grammar, third, comprehension, and four, essay. Okay. Okay, this is the part 1 for in your APT paper. Okay, part 1 is ask you about the rearrange of the words. رتب الكلمات الآتية لتكون جملا مفيدة كما في المثال. Okay, misal, okay, the question like this. You will be given like this, so you have to form this word into the sentence, complete sentence. Jumalan mufidah. Okay, jumlatan mufidah. So, what is the answer of this? Anybody can help? Anybody can answer?
Me.
Yeah, try.
محمد أكل الأرز.
Okay, نعم جيد ممتاز أنت جيد يعني درست اللغة العربية قبل ذلك يا أخي؟
نعم.
ما شاء الله إن شاء الله you will be exempted from this level إن شاء الله. Okay. Okay. So أكل محمد الأرز أو محمد أكل الأرز both correct صحيح؟ Okay. Okay, the part 1 also you will be tested on plural, singular, dual, and plural. Okay, singular and plural and dual. For example, kitabun, kitabani. Okay, now what is the answer? Kitabun is singular, kitabani is dual. Okay, what is the plural of this word?
كتب.
Yes, good. Ahsanta. Kutubun, yes. And also you will be tested on synonym and antonym. Okay, synonym based on the dialogue. Okay, al-muradifat min al-hiwar mean you have to find the answer from the conversation. Okay. Okay, the paper will have one conversation, so that you have to find the meaning from the conversation. For example, usratun ما مرادفه ما مرادف لهذه الكلمة أسرة. What is the answer? عائلة. Okay, عائلة. مضاد, the antonym, مثال خرج دخل هكذا. This is like this in your APT. Okay. Okay, the part 2. Okay, this is the part 2 will be tested you on المفردات والنحو. Okay. مثال اختر الكلمات المناسبة من الخيارات ألف باء جيم دال. You will be given the multiple choice answer, so you can choose the answer based on this. For example, al-waladu. What is the answer? نعم تفضل. الولد ممتاز صح؟ ممتاز. This is the answer. Okay, and then this is the part 2 also will test you on grammatical. Okay, this is for example al-bintu. So the answer is nashiatun أو nashiatatan أو nashiatan أو nashiatatun. What is the answer?
نشيطة.
Nashiatatun. Yes, good. Ahsanta. Izan, this is the sample of part 2. Okay. 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 Part 3. Okay, al-qismu salis. comprehension. So you will be given two texts. Okay, you will be given two texts. Okay, the first one, short text. So there are 7 questions from this. The answer also in the text. Okay, you can find the answer from the text. Okay, there are 7 questions, and the part 3, but you have to make a sentence, 3 sentences. Min Indika, you have to use your own word. Do not copy from the text. Okay, do not copy the question from the text. Okay, so this is, you have to use your own word. Okay, but the word from the text. Okay, and then the second text is Nasawil. Okay, there are 10 questions. Okay, there are 10 questions. So the answer also in the text, but this is little bit difficult question, but never mind. All the answer is from the text. Okay, and the second one is hati minan nasi ma yahmilu makna al-afkar al-atiyah khams as'ilah. Okay, this ba, the question will give you another sentence, but you have to find the same meaning with this sentence from the text. Okay, you have to find the, for example, the question will give you the ayah or the hadith. So which part from the text similar to this hadith or similar to this ayah? Okay, same meaning. When we from this sentence, so you have to find the same meaning with the sentence from the text. Okay, this is number 2. 5 marks also from here. Okay, the part 4 in your APT, error identification, tasheehul akhta. For example, like this, you will be given the sentence, so you have to find which one is wrong from the sentence, and then you have to put here the wrong one, and then you have to correct. For example, this sentence, shariba at-tiflu asiran, shariba at-tiflu asiran baridin. So the wrong here is baridin. Okay, so the correct is baridan. Okay, like this. Faham? Okay. Okay, al-qismu rabi'. This one. Okay, this one. Misal al-ishtiqaq. Ishtaqal kalimatal munasibata minal jazri fataha. Bermakna from the word fataha, it can be misal qara'a Muhammadun suratal Fatiha. Surat al-Fatiha from the word fataha also. Okay. Number 2. Misal fataha al-ustadu al-bab means you have to make an answer from this word. Okay? Understand this? Okay. Okay, part 4 also, Jim. Okay, fill in the blanks. This one, you have to read the text and you have to fill in the text by your own word, using your own word. Okay, this is word from your own. Okay. مثلا هنا الحاسوب جهاز إلكتروني مفيد وضروري لأنه يستخدم في جميع مجالات مجالات الحياة. Or you can put any suitable word. Okay, here. Okay, but the word is from your own. Okay. Okay. Number 2 is like this. وما نشاهده من تطور هائل وسريع في تكنولوجيا الحاسوب يدعونا إلى تفعيله في مجال التعلم والتعليم بطريقة مبتكرة هكذا. Okay, from your own word. Okay, من عندك بمعنى means here from your own word. Okay. Okay, the last section is a تعبير essay. Okay, essay number 1, you have to write the formal letter. Okay, formal letter only 60 كلمة 60 word. Okay, okay, this is the formal letter. Okay, 10 marks. And then the second one, you have to write the argumentative essay. This is the sample of argumentative essay. Within, you have to write for 200 كلمة 200 word. Okay. مثال تعلم اللغة العربية أفضل من تعلم اللغة الأخرى. أتتفق مع هذا الرأي أم تخالفه؟ وضح رأيك. بمعنى you have to give the reason why you agree with this topic. You only can choose why you agree, so give the reason. If you choose disagree, so you give the reason why you disagree. Okay? Okay. Okay, على الطلاب مراعاة الأمور الآتية في الكتابة. You have to bear in your mind if you want to write this argumentative essay. الاهتمام بالمحتوى. Make sure that the content, okay, at least you have 3 content. Okay. For example, the essay start with introduction, and then the point number 1, number 2, and number 3, and then the last one is the conclusion. Okay. الاهتمام بالهيكل العام بمعنى the argumentative essay should have introduction and then the point that you have to why you would disagree or why you agree, and then the last one is the conclusion. Okay. الاهتمام بالقواعد النحوية والإملائية بمعنى you have to bear in your mind that you have to write clearly and try to make sure there is no grammatical error in your essay. الاهتمام بعلامة الترقيم بمعنى with your punctuation. If there is any question mark, نقطة, you have to put in your handwriting, your writing. Okay. الاهتمام بوضوح الخط بمعنى you have to write clearly. Okay. الاهتمام باللغة والأسلوب, you can use your أسلوب. Okay, your type of writing means your bahasa, your language. Okay, Arabic language. Okay, الاهتمام بترتيب الأفكار والاستدلال. Okay, you have to arrange the, for example, number 1, what is your topic? So you have to give the reason why, and then you can put the dalil, the dalil from the Quran or from the Hadith. Okay, to support your point. Okay. Okay, this is suggested books and dictionary if you have to learn Arabic language. Okay. Okay, مع أمنياتكم لكم بالتوفيق والنجاح في الامتحان إن شاء الله. Okay. Okay, any question? Okay. Any question? Anything you want to ask me?
Nope.
No. Okay. Okay. For this afternoon, you have to register. I think all of you are in the Google Classroom, isn't it? Okay. All of you are joined Google Classroom. Did you join this one, Google Classroom? This is the step to join Google Classroom for APT. Okay, how to join Google Classroom? Okay. Okay, so you must have Google account because it will help you a lot when you're using Google Classroom. Okay, please use your own Google Classroom Google account, do not use someone else's account. Okay, remember to use your full name in your Google accounts. For example, your name is Abdul Hakim, so your Google account is Abdul Hakim. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can go to Google Classroom from your, okay, this is the steps how to join the Google Classroom. Okay. Okay, you can go here, click on the 9 dots, Google Apps, scroll down until you see Classroom. Okay. So how did you log to your Google? You have to join a class, and the code I already given to Sister Atika to make to send to you. Okay. Okay. Join class, and then you must put your code here, and then you need to install Google Classroom apps onto your smartphone if you are using smartphone. Okay. And then here you can see Arabic placement test. Okay. This is for our okay. Wait. Okay. This is our Google Classroom for this afternoon. So make sure that all of you are in this Google Classroom. Okay. I already put here the manual for APT online assessment. Did you view this or not? Okay. Have you viewed this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is we will use Google Meet and exam.net in your APT. Then make sure that you have, okay, how do you answer your APT placement test? Okay, you must have 2 devices during the APT examination. Okay, a laptop or desktop computer to view and answer the question. Okay, a smartphone to open Google Meet and to scan the exam net and QR code. Okay, you must also make sure that you have good internet connection during the examination. We will not responsible for any problem due to the poor internet connection. Okay, so the laptop is for question. Okay, this is the general guidelines for APT online assessment. Okay, APT paper will be posted in HTTP. So you have to use this one, HTTPS slash exam.net. Please use laptop or desktop computer. The examination paper consists of grammar, vocabularies, reading and writing. Students are required to sit for the exam at the same time, only one paper. Okay, students are required to join Google Meet 30 minutes before the exam start. Okay, I will post the link for Google Meet 30 minutes before exam start. Okay, there will be a short briefing and exam key will be given. Okay, so there will be a short briefing on APT also this afternoon. Means when you join the Google Meet, and the exam key will be given after this. Okay, access to the paper will be open and scheduled time, and for submission will be conducted when the times is up. Submission of answer script to exam.net. Okay. There are two options to answer the question. Okay, first write the answer on paper hand. Okay, this is we recommend you to write your answer in the blank paper. Okay, and use pen, not to answer in the using computer. Okay. So, for example, if part 1, so you have to write Al-Qismul Awwal and then soal number 1. So, what is your answer? No need to write the question. You only write the answer, but you must write clearly. Okay. Okay, blank paper and pen to write the answer. Okay. Um, a second device, smartphone is for Google Meet. Okay, your smartphone only for Google Meet and to upload the answer. Okay. The option number 2, the types of answer directly in Zonet. This one we not recommend you because you need to have Arabic keyboard to use this option. Okay, so it's easy for you if you can write the answer on the blank paper. Okay, understand this? Okay, what you need to sit for EPT online? A laptop, a desktop, computer to open the examnet or to answer, a second device, smartphone, to open the Google Meet and to scan QR code. Kindly install QR code reader apps first before the exam start. Okay, you can do it before the exam start. You can do it now, never mind. Okay, blank paper. Please prepare blank papers and pen to write the answer. Okay, good internet connection. Okay, we will not responsible for any problem due to the poor internet connection. Okay. Okay, let's get started. How to okay. First of all, you need to join the Google Meet. As I said, we will given to you the link for Google Meet 30 minutes before exam start. Our exam today is at 2, so 1:30 I will post the link for Google Meet in the Google Classroom. Okay. Okay. You need to be on Google Meet during the exam. Means that the Google Meet must be on until the end of the examination. Okay. Use your smartphone to open Google Meet and your laptop to access the exam.net. Okay. Make sure you have good internet connection. We will not be responsible for any problem due to the poor internet connection. Okay. How do I join Google Meet? This is you already know how to join the Google Meet. Okay. Okay, I just skip this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, a short briefing and exam key will be given when you join Google Meet on the day of the examination this afternoon. Okay. Once you got the exam key, go to this one. Okay. This website using your laptop. Okay. Make sure Google Meet in your smartphone is still open and we can see your face throughout the exam. Okay. Yeah, okay, you have to join as a student and enter the exam key. Okay. The exam key will be given before the exam started. Okay. Okay. This one you have to, when you go to exam.net, you have to, when you put the exam key, so you will go to this page. So you have to write your particular. Okay, your first name, your last name, and enter your address, your phone number, and your metric number. Okay, and then click fetch the exam. Okay. Wait for you will wait until the exam will be open, and then while the exam is ready, you are not allowed to leave the exam, and your teacher will notify you if you do also. Good luck. So you start click begin exam start to start the exam. Okay. Okay, you will get the pop-up message as a reminder not to leave the exam window. Okay, not to leave the exam window. Click request unlock to proceed. Okay, if you get this pop-up message, so please request unlock, and then this request you have to write the reason. Without the reason, we will not allow you to access. Okay, this is very important. That's why I ask you to use the computer only to access the question. Okay. Okay, kindly be reminded that once the exam began, you cannot leave exam.net. Okay, you cannot leave exam.net. If you do so, it will be considered as attempt to cheat, or you will be locked out from the examination. What can cause a student locked out on exam.net? First, attempt to leave exam.net. Second, the device enter a sleep mode. So make sure that the computer is not sleep mode. Okay, screen server also. Screen server being displayed during inactivity. It is recommended that you extend the time before the screen server starts during inactivity. Okay. Pop-up notification from your laptop or computer. It also will will get you to unlock. Okay. Okay. And on-screen keyboard also. Okay. So please make sure that all these cause not disturb you during your exam. Okay. The pop-up message will appear when you have been locked out. To resume the exam, explain the cause of the lockout and click request unlock. If your explanation is accepted, you will be unlocked and allowed to resume the exam. Okay. Okay. Kindly be reminded that your excuse will be accepted up to 3 times only. Okay. Okay. This is very important. Okay. How do you answer your APT in exam.net? Okay. Okay. This is if you want to write on the computer, but we are not recommended you to use this. So you just use exam.net for to access the question only. So for the answer, you have to write on the blank paper. Okay. Okay. This one. Okay. We recommended you this option. Okay. Handwriting means you write the answer on the blank paper and then scan and then upload. Okay. So the upload, this one, the option one, you must scan your word. Okay. And then scan QR code using your smartphone. Okay. Scan your word like this. Make sure that your handwriting is clear. Please use pen instead of pencil. And click this button to take the picture. Okay. Click use photo and click upload. Okay. Okay. Enter the code. Okay. This code will appear in your smartphone. Okay. And then click OK. The upload image will appear in writing space. Okay. Okay. You can write your answer on multiple papers and upload it one by one. I suggest you to upload the exam to 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we will be given, we will give you 30 minutes to upload the answer after the exam ends. So for example, we start at 2 until 2:40. Okay, from 2 until 4:30. So after 4:30, we will give you the time to upload all the answer. Okay, all the answer within 30 minutes. Okay, from 4:30 until 5 p.m. you can upload your answer. So for the first one, you just only answer the question on the blank of paper. Okay, make sure your handwritings and the photos are clear enough for us to read. Please use pen instead of pencil. Write down page number. Okay, page number on your answer sheet. Okay, if you it will help you to arrange which one to upload first. Okay, once again, make sure your internet connection is strong enough to avoid any disruption. Okay, this is option number 2. We not recommended you to use this. Okay, okay. Okay, and then after this, you can submit your exam. Okay. 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 Any question?
No.
Okay. No question? Anybody want to ask? On APT, on how to answer the question using exam.net, I already put the manual for APT online in the Google Classroom, so you can practice this one. Okay. Okay. I think if there is no question, I think that's all. Okay, I pass the this to Sister Nabila. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Ustazah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum. So I can leave this Google Meet, Sister
Yes.
Nabila. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister
Okay.
Ustazah.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, now I think we can proceed, right, Doctor?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Badri Najib Zubir, the covering dean of IIUM Academy, to deliver his briefing. Welcome, Doctor.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good morning to all of you. Salam sejahtera. I would like to first of all welcome all of you to the International Islamic University Malaysia, and specifically to IIM Academy of Graduate and Professional Studies. You are welcome to our to the International Foundation Program, which is coordinated by IIUM Academy, as we call it. Our short name is IIM Academy, and we run the International Foundation Program based on specific programs available in the university, which is which are basically owned by the Center for Foundation Studies. So we have an interagency collaboration between IIM Academy and the Center for Foundation Studies. And I think you should be thankful to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala and for the fact that you are able to join this International Foundation Program under International Islamic University Malaysia, because it is a program that will lead you to automatic progression to the bachelor degree without you needing to apply once again after you have finished your foundation program. So this is something that is advantageous to all of you. And Alhamdulillah, we have been running this from 2016, and there have been some there have been many students who have achieved academic excellence during their foundation studies. Those who have worked hard, Alhamdulillah, many of them are continuing to perform excellently in their bachelor program as well. So I'm going to share with you my presentation. I'm going to start it now. So Nabila, can this be seen now?
Yes, Doctor. We can see the screen.
Okay, all right, just to be sure. All right, so in Arabic, of course, those of you who know Arabic, we say Ahlan wa Sahlan. And this is my full name, Badri Najib bin Zubair. I'm the Director of Academic Programs and Student Management, as well as the covering dean of IIUM Academy at the moment. Now, the foundation programs at IIUM Academy are designed to provide students with the required skills, the required knowledge and skills to prepare them for entry into the degree programs offered by the various faculties of IIUM. So it is open to Malaysian and international students, but admission management is handled separately according to the applicant's nationality and qualification. Now, 26 of you have been accepted for this intake. Normally, we would have double the number, but this time, perhaps because, I mean, the most likely reason is the pandemic situation, because we cannot get international students to come in. The only international students for this batch are those who have been residing in Malaysia and have been studying in Malaysia. So it is possible for them to join the foundation program over here in Malaysia. But those who are still outside the country, they cannot come in. So we have there are some programs that are directly under the management of IIUM Academy, and some other programs are still conducted by the Center for Foundation Studies, which is based in Gambang campus. Now, for the 4 programs that you can see on your screen, Foundation in English Language, Foundation in Human Sciences, Foundation in Law, Foundation in Economics and Management Sciences, they are basically based here in KL, in Gombak. And the arrangements, the students will deal directly with IIUM Academy with regard to their timetable, their scheduling, their results, and all their academic matters. But those who are accepted into the 9th program listed in this screen will basically be based in Gambang campus. Right. Right now, for the current semester, which is going to start on the 7th of December, inshallah, what will happen is that the first 6 weeks is going to be fully online, which means that even if you are accepted into engineering, for example, or allied health, or if physical science, or any one of the program listed in this screen, you are still going to be based in your homes or wherever that you can get the internet connection, but not in any of IIM campuses. So you are going to study this way for 6 weeks. And after that, if the restrictions are lifted by the government, which means that students can return to hostels, or the university can open the campuses for students to come in, then at that point you will be required to be stationed or be based in the campuses that you have been assigned to. So those who are based in Gombak, if you stay in your homes, you want to commute every day, for example, from your home to the campus, that is possible, but you have to fill up a form to stay outside. But those who want to stay outside will have to register for a hostel. But those in Gambang campus, if you are staying just outside the campus, the Gambang campus, then you can basically commute from your home to the campus. But those who are from other states, it means that you have to go to Gambang and stay in the hostel to continue your learning for the following, for the subsequent 12 weeks of the semester. Because in terms of the semester, we have 12 teaching weeks. After the 12th teaching week, you have about 3 days for revision, and then the exam will start. The exam, some courses are without final examination, but there are quite a number of courses with final examination. Over here in Gombak campus, these are the key personnel. Of course, I oversee the operation, but under me, these are two key personnel for to handle the academic management of the program. So we have Sister Farida Ibrahim, the manager of the academic unit, in charge of the foundation program, and we have Sister Nurul Fardila Ahmad Kama as the warden. So those who stay in hostel later on, when you come in the 7th week, Sister Nur Fardila will be the warden. Over there in Gambang campus, we have one liaison officer who is the executive manager of International Foundation Program. His name is Azmi Muhammad. Unfortunately, I don't have his picture today, but inshallah, when you come into the campus in the 7th week, inshallah, and we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that things will be better in terms of the pandemic, and so that students can return and learn, with face-to-face. Now we can say that we can learn online, but when we learn online, we now know the extent of how much we miss learning through face-to-face interaction. We can do it, but it's not the same. As the proverb, the Malay proverb goes, kalau tak ada akar, kalau tak ada rotan, kita pakailah akar. So it doesn't mean that the root akar can actually replace rotan 100%. It is an acceptable substitute, but of lower features. It is not the same. It is not as effective. It is not as strong as the face-to-face interaction. So let us pray to Allah SWT that Allah SWT will ease our situation, and students can come and to the campus in the 7th week and follow the rest of the semester in face-to-face interaction through face-to-face conventional learning, inshallah. Over there, as I mentioned to you, there will be one focal person who will be in charge. Anything that that you need with regard to your study or your stay in the mahalla and all these things, he will be the liaison officer. Of course, there are other officers who are going to help or assist in the management of the program. But you know, instead of you finding for this one I should go to this person, another for another matter I have to go to this person, that person, that one. So everything you start off with only one person, and he will give you proper guidance on what to do. So you're not going to be lost. But if there is no focal point, then maybe you start asking from one office, and then that office will say, "Oh, sorry, you have to go to this office," and then this office, another office will say, "Well, not actually our job, is another office." So you get confused. But when you have a one focal point, you just go to him and say, I have this problem. Maybe your problem is related to timetable, for example. So he will try to sort it out, or if necessary, if you need to go to somebody else, he will channel you to that person. So you will be channeled to the right person rather than you searching from one place to another to find the right personnel to deal with the matter. Now, with regard to the enrollment and related matters, you have received your English placement test briefing and also Arabic placement test briefing. And I've seen in the chat, some of you are asking whether you should join or can you be exempted and things like that. So now I want to stress this point. Students should miss neither. So it means that you cannot miss neither test unless there is a formal notification of exemption by IIUM Academy. So you can see in the chat box, Sister Atika Abdurrahman, our staff in charge of the enrollment and admission. She has been responding to your questions in the chat. So those who, if she sends an email with the email comes from her, but it's not her name, it's Academy in ANR, for example. This one, when you receive an email which says that, okay, you are exempted, then only you don't join the test. If you do not receive, you have to attend the test, whether it is for English or Arabic. But let's say if you feel that we are going to take the exam, the first one will be at 2 p.m. I think today. You have doubts whether you are exempted or not. You still have time to send the email to ask, or you can ask Sister Atika later on in the chat about your specific situation. But the principle is that if there is no formal notification of exemption, you must take the exam. All right, what is the implication of taking the exam? If after you take the exam, you don't achieve band 6, what will happen? Are you going to, is the university going to say to you that, okay, you are not qualified, go home? No, the answer is no. We just want to know who achieved band 6 so that there is no more English in your foundation study. But if you get lower than 6, for example, you get band 5 or band 4, it means that you will have to take English subjects during your foundation study. So if you have, let's say, 15 subjects to study, and then you get band 5 only, so one more course will be added, so 10 plus 1 becomes 11, and the 11th one will be the English subject. Similarly, for Arabic, it's the same. If you take the exam and then you achieve band 2, that's it, alhamdulillah, no more. You don't have to take any more Arabic during your foundation study. But if you take the test and then you achieve band 1, so it means that you are going to have to take one more level during your foundation study. If you have 15 subjects, foundation subject, it means that 15 plus another one, which is Arabic 1 level. So if you do not achieve, you achieve band 5 for English and band 1 for Arabic, it means that there will be 2 additional courses, language courses, on top of your foundation courses. And it is important for you to try to do your best, because if you have to take the courses, the more you take the courses, the more money your parents have to pay, because we cannot charge the courses, the language courses on everybody, because not everybody will be taking the course, those courses. So it means that we are only going to charge those who need to take the courses, the language courses, I mean. So if you can do well and get band 6 and band 2, alhamdulillah, it is just the fee for the foundation courses. But if you need to take, language courses as well, the fee will be more. Okay, the EPT and APT results, it will be communicated to students normally within 10 days. What happens after the release of the result? The administrators in Gombang, in Gombak and Gambang, they are going to look at your score and arrange the course registration for you accordingly. Okay, now what are the subjects that you are going to study? You have to refer to the student portal that is called in IIUM IIUM. So you are going to be given access to this student portal. I realized that we face some technical problems with regard to some students, because I was told that some students, we are still having problem with regard to the generation of the metric number. And and then if you do not have the metric number, then you will not have the access to the student portal. But we are going to clear this problem before the start of the semester. And then after you are able to access the system, the student portal, you need to check the timetable. So the courses will be listed. What are the courses that you need to take? So if you do not see the courses is blank or something, then you have to contact the academic department office, either in Gambang or Gombak. All right. If we have a physical registration event, face-to-face, conventional, we have a conventional ta'aruf program as well, the orientation program. But due to the pandemic situation, we cannot hold this orientation program physically on campus. So what we need to do is to have you are going to be required to attend the orientation program online. So you are going to be required to watch the videos that have been shared with you to know more about IIUM and what is expected of you in IIUM, because you are going to be IIUM student. So this is the interface of IIMALUM. The first thing you need to do is this one. You have to activate the PIN number. And again, I have mentioned to you that there are some technical problems involving some students. Maybe you cannot do this at the moment, so don't worry too much, because we are not going to start the semester. The start of semester is not going to happen tomorrow. So in the next week, we are going to solve the problem if there are lingering problems with regard to metric number and also activation, and after that you can when everything is clear, then you can activate your PIN number based on the original PIN that is given to you, the auto generated PIN. Then after that you change the PIN for you to use. If you find you encounter problem also to activate the PIN, maybe you try to do it, you cannot do it, again, please refer to us, let us know so that we can solve the problem. Because technology, you cannot predict. Sometimes it happens that it doesn't work for one person, so on and so forth. Okay, in this student portal, you need to check your timetable. Okay, so now what is there in the portal is very crucial for you to know one by one. Why? Because we don't want a situation where, for example, you are taking you are following 5 classes, 5 courses, for example. You attend to 5 lectures, 5 courses, so 5 lecturers, 5 classes, and the lecturer doesn't say anything. None of the lecturers says anything about you when you join the class and also all this thing. But then at the end of the semester, for example, you check, you are only registered for 4 courses, but you have been attending 5 courses throughout the semester. What will happen? That 5th one is not going to count anything. What will count is those that you can find in the student portal only. So that's why you have to check the timetable, you check the registration of courses. This is very important, so that it is correctly reflecting what you are doing in terms of attending the classes, attending the courses. Similarly, what something in the contrary can happen. In what way? For example, the number of courses registered in the system is 5, but you thought or you assume that it is only 4 subjects for you to study. So you attended 4 classes only. The 5th class, you didn't do anything. So what will happen? The 5th class is going to be counted. So it means that, for example, if you don't attend the exam, you don't do the assignment, you don't take the test, it's going to be 0. So that subject will be F at the end of the semester. So that's why it is very important, the list in the system is similar to what you are doing with the lecturers in the courses. Okay, come the end of the semester, after you have taken your exam and the lecturers have completed the marking and the result have been endorsed or finalized by the department, you are going to get the results. So how do you get the result? Are you going to get it through email or anything? No, the answer is no. You are going to check your own result in the student portal as well, and there will be the letter grades, let's say A, B, or C, or things like that, and then your GPA and CGPA and the credit earned. Number 3 in the student portal, which is very, very important, also is the financial statement. So financial statement, it is very, very important for you to check regularly. So now, for example, in the school, for example, you don't take care of checking the financial statement and things like that because your parents will be doing that. But now it's different. You are in the foundation program. It is a higher education. At the higher education level, your parents cannot check your student portal. So you have to check your student portal, and you have to check how much fee has been paid, how much fee is due, how much fee is overdue, for example, so that you are clear about your the payment of fees with regard to your program or your study. Now, why I say it is important to check regularly? Let's say if your parent pay for semester 1, your first semester, that your parent paid 3,000, and then your parent forgot to tell us because he's very busy. For example, he just deposit the money and then didn't say anything. You also do not know anything. So what will happen in the system? Our staff will not be able to know the money comes from whom. So that's why you have to alert the finance about the payment, unless if you use JomPay. There is a way to pay through JomPay. In this situation, if your parent pay using JomPay, the metric number is already inputted, is keyed in, is entered into the system. So that in that situation, the finance division will know the money comes for student A, for example, or student B or student C. And then if that has been done, you have paid through JomPay, don't assume everything is okay. Just double check in the system. Let's say if you have paid, your parent has paid through JomPay, you open the portal and check whether the amount has been reflected or not. That 3,000 is already in the system or not. If if it is not in the system, then alert the finance division. Alert the person in charge, and the person in charge, like say the key personnel that I mentioned, they will communicate to the finance division, or if you know the finance division personnel, you can direct your email to them and say that my parent has paid, but it has not been reflected in the financial statement in the student portal. So how much to pay in the fee structure? You know, the amount that we put in the system is based on uh, uh, the fee structure that we give in the offer letter. So in the end, if the amount in the offer letter is 12,005 ringgit, the thing will be 12,005 ringgit, no 10% more or no 10% less. But that amount will not be paid, in one lump sum. It can be, it's normally paid according to semester. So, for example, if it is 12,000, you are going to have 3 semesters, can be paid 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. So it's 12,000. The fee is not inclusive of hostel, because if you come in the 7th week and you stay in the hostel fee will need to be paid. Okay, I move on to class attendance. Now, when you attend physical face-to-face classes, the attendance are taken, and if you do not meet 80% of attendance, what will happen is that you can be prevented from taking the final exam. We call it barring. The when you are prevented or barred from taking the final exam, you are going to get grade Y, which is equivalent to F. It means that there is 0 quality point. Quality point is the point that that contributes to the CGPA. So nothing contributes to the CGPA if you are barred from the exam. But if you say you do not pass, you get D, there is still some points contributing to your CGPA, even though it's not that much. This is the worst that can happen, which is 0 contribution to the CGPA. So do not take this lightly. Make sure that you attend the the classes, be it online or later on physical face-to-face. When you are online, the lecturer will take the attendance. So do not think that when you are attending the classes online, the lecturer will not take the attendance. Of course, you want to. If anybody would like to cheat, they just come into the Google Meet, for example, and then after that, switch off the video, switch off the camera, switch off the what do you call the microphone, and you just lie down, somewhere playing games and things like that. You can cheat like that, and the lecturer cannot detect your whereabouts. But who is going to lose if you do it to yourself? It is you who are going to suffer, not the lecturer. So be honest. When you attend, you follow the class. Okay. This is something that you need to know. So that's why I'm going to talk about it, even though it's going to be a bit lengthy, because this is your right. It is important for you to know. Suppose on the day of the final examination, you are sick, or there are some exceptional circumstances that make it impossible for you to attend the examination. Allah alam, hopefully this not happen, but it can happen that, for example, one of your parents die on the day of the exam. It has happened before in the past for some students. So you are not in the right frame of mind to take the exam. So what will happen? Are you going to get 0? The answer is no, if you alert the academic department. You alert the academic department. You are unable to attend because of your sickness or because of emergency, and you give the evidence. So if your evidence is genuine, you are not going to get 0 for the final examination. You are going to be given an interim grade of AP. This one, AP, which means absent with permission. So those who get AP, absent with permission, maybe some, you have done some assignment and you have done some tests before the final examination. Okay, assignment plus test, how many marks have you got? For example, maybe you got 40 out of 60. So that 40 is kept. That 40 is kept. Then when we come to the second semester, at the beginning of the second semester, you are going to take what we call special examination to replace the final examination that you could not attend. So you take the exam. From that exam, maybe you get 30 out of 40. So you have 40 marks kept for you before this, and then in the special exam you get another 30. So 40 plus 30 becomes 70. So 70 will be your new grade, your new mark. 70 is, I think, is B plus. So you are going to get B plus for the subject, and AP is going to be removed. All right, another one, study leave. some students, for example, maybe they have a prolonged sickness in the semester. For undergraduate students, for example, sometimes female undergraduate students, they have maternity leave, so they cannot attend the semester because of delivery, because of child delivery. So in that situation, they take the semester off. In your situation, I I don't think there will be anybody who is going to be on maternity leave, but I'm just giving one of the reasons why study leave can happen. So we never know. Maybe one of the students in the batch needed to go back home, back to the home country because of some family problems, and because of that, he or she cannot continue to attend classes. So what should be done? Should apply the student should apply for study leave, which we call leave of absence. So it means that that semester uh, is without the students studying for any of the courses. So this can happen, you know, uh, at the beginning of the semester, the student might be okay, but come the fourth week, for example, there is a serious sickness, and then the doctor said, this will need a lot of treatment, and you are going to be hospitalized for something like 6 weeks. So you cannot cope with the classes. So in this situation, you have to apply to apply for study leave. Okay, this is another right that you have to take note of: rechecking of final exam answer script. What is meant by that? Now, if you take the final exam, for example, in the semester, you have obtained marks for your assignment and maybe some quizzes or presentation. So in IIUM, you are going to get, during your study, unlike the situation in the school, you are going to be given what we call course outline. If you are taking course A, for example, the course outline of course A will be given to you. So in this course outline, you are going to see what are going to be studied in week 1, week 2, week 3, until week 12. But it will also mention, this document will also mention how many marks before the final exam, how many marks for the final exam. So if you have, for example, in the table, the marks before the final exam is 60, for example. So 60 might be broken down to 20 marks of presentation, 20 marks of assignment, and 20 marks of mid-semester test. So 20, 20, 20, 60. Now, you are going to do all these three assessment, and maybe you get out of 20, 15, 15, 15. I'm just going to give, simple numbers for us to do the calculation. 15, 15, 15. So how much is that? What is the total? 45. So your mark that you keep, we normally call carried mark or carry marks. The marks that you carry to the final exam. So you are going to have 15, 15, 15, for example. So 55. So before the final exam, you already accumulate for yourself 45 marks. And then you take the exam, the final exam. You think, for example, you are going to get something like maybe A, because 45, you are thinking that you are going to get another 35 out of 40 from the final examination. So if you get 35 plus 45, is going to be 80. So 80 is already A. 80 is A. But after the final examination and after the result is released, for example, you never know. And then suddenly you get B. The mark is B. So B means you get only 70. Which means that you do your calculation 45 in order to get 70, it means the final exam is only about 25 marks. 25 plus 45 is 70. And you say, I think this cannot be right because I have answered well in the final examination. So what can happen in that situation? What can you do in that situation? Okay, you can choose to keep quiet, nothing to do, or you can apply for rechecking of final exam answer script. So that is why this right is prescribed for the students. Is there for the student. Now, what will happen if you apply for rechecking of answer script? Your lecturer is not going to mark that paper again. The administrators will find 2 other examiners. So when we get the other 2 other examiners, they will do the checking, and we take the mark. So the mark might be similar if originally you get 15 and then another examiner give you 16. So nothing is going to happen because if you get 71, 71 is still B. But if the other examiner, the new examiner, give you 20, for example, so 45 plus 20 is 45 plus 20 is 65, for example. So 65 is going to be a different mark. No, sorry. Let me correct the numbers. Now, if you have 45 plus 25, it's going to be 70. So if the new examiner gives you 26, so 45 plus 26 is going to be 71. So your grade will still be B because B is from 70 to 74. Now, if the new examiners give you instead of 26, they give you 30. So 45 plus 30 is 75. So 75 is already A minus. So in this situation, your new grade will be A minus instead of B or B plus. Right. There is the the positive outcome because you get from a lower grade to a higher grade. But if you do rechecking, the reverse can also happen, which means that you start off with B plus, but after the second the checking, the new examiners give you lower grade, lower marks. Maybe you are downgraded to B, and so on and so forth. All right. For this, there will be a fee of 100 ringgit. Again, I have mentioned the timetable. You need to check from your portal, and also you need to contact Sister Farida to get clarification with regard to your subjects. All right. Now we come to the end of study. You follow your classes. You get good results, and after 1 year, you come to the end of the study. What is important is the right CGPA for entry into the intended bachelor program. You do not need to apply again for the bachelor degree, as I mentioned to you. You are going to get notification through email about the offer into your foundation, into your bachelor program. So now this is the CGPA requirements for and your ending CGPA in the foundation program. So if you currently in, let's say, foundation and in engineering, but you fail to achieve this grade, this CGPA 2.50, you only achieve 2.48, what will happen? You cannot go to engineering. So if you cannot go to engineering, where can you go? Which faculty can accept 2.48? So if you can see here, Kuliah of Information and Communication Technology can accept 2.3. So maybe you can ask the Kuliah to accept you. But you cannot go to engineering. Engineering, the other thing is that even if you get 2.6, but your grade for mathematics is only C, you cannot join engineering. So you have to be careful and take note about the CGPA requirement here from today, so that you do not miss the boat later on. What can be concluded from this table is that if you achieve anything below 2.25, then there is no entry for you to any bachelor degree program in IIUM, because the lowest here is 2.25. Okay, finally, I'm going to talk about dress code. Now, if you are staying at home, of course, you don't observe the IUM dress code. But if you are going to join the class, the online class, you have to observe the dress code, which means that, for example, you are staying at your home, you want to join the class, you don't wear hijab for female, for example. No, it's not acceptable, because when you are joining the class, you have to follow the IUM dress code. So now you see here, if we are in the situation of face-to-face, failure to observe the dress code may lead to prevention of access to university facilities and penalty. Now, if you are taking online, if you fail to observe the dress code, the lecturer can, let you go, can prevent you from attending the class. So if you're not wearing hijab, you have to wear hijab. For males, for example, maybe you just wear the singlet. No, not acceptable. So the lecturer can, kick you out, remove you from the Google meeting, for example, or Zoom meeting, whatever. So these are the pictures of approved. Basically, what the IUM require is, number one, to observe the Sharia injunction of covering the aura. That is first principle. Okay, but to cover your aura, you can you can wear kain plekat, for example. So can you wear kain plekat to come to the class? You still covering your aura? The answer is no, because we have a dress code that is more than just covering the aura. So we want formal attire. So this is the national dress. For non-official function, okay, these are some pictures of the non-function. So for example, here you can wear a round neck t-shirt, no problem. But if you want to attend class, you have to use collared t-shirt. Also for male, for the boys, this is the approved hairstyle. Now for female student, covering the aura also, if you want to wear short, you cannot short up to this one, revealing your thigh. No, it must be up to the knees. This is for female. The approved attire is like this. For this one is for non-Muslim. Muslim, you cannot wear like this. Again, these are for non-Muslim. It means that you cannot wear skirt. Non-Muslim cannot wear skirt, cannot wear short sleeve. For non-official functions, can wear, things like that. And for sports, again covering the aura. And in the end, this is the email that you need to take note of. The person in charge, farida@ium.edu.my. And with that, I say thank you very much for listening, and hopefully you take seriously what I have mentioned to you. And I hope you are going to have a successful journey with us in the foundation program and achieve excellent in your studies, and continue to to be excellent in your studies during your bachelor and perhaps the postgraduate programs later on. And for that, I say wabillahi taufiq. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Badri. We have now come to the end of our program today. But before we end, let me recite Surah Al-As.
Can they have questions, for example?
Yes.
Anybody would like to ask any question?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, brother. You have question?
I think he said no. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess we can.
Yeah, we can conclude, right?
Yeah, we can conclude. No question. Since
We wish you all the best for the APT exam today and also EPT exam on 1st December. Okay. With all, thank you very much for your time, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All the best.